And now, the last word with Rick Casey.
The Alamo Area Council of Governments, or AACOG, committed a crime last summer. It told you early results of an air quality study it was conducting with your own money. Its crime was that it didn't first submit the draft report to the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality. Actually, it wasn't a crime, but it was a violation of AACOG's contract with the Environmental Commission. The funding for the study may have been your dollars, but it was given to the AACOG by the TCEQ. And the contract provides that AACOG would, quote, notify and obtain verbal approval of TCEQ prior to releasing any information to the news media on the study. AACOG was ready to apologize. We did break the contract, they're right, County Commissioner Kevin Wolf told the Austin American-Statesman. Wolf chairs the coalition of local governments from 12 South Texas counties. AACOG interim co-chief Tim Trevino called it an honest mistake. But an apology wasn't enough to clear the air. Instead, the TCEQ chose, in effect, to fine citizens of South Texas $185,000 of their own money for the mistake. While the TCEQ gave other AACOG-like agencies around the state a 35% hike in funding this year, AACOG's request for the extra 35% was denied. TCEQ spokesman Terry Clausen confirmed to the San Antonio Express News that the request denial was related to the fact that last summer AACOG gave its draft report to the Express News without TCEQ permission. Now my question is this: would the punishment have been the same if the report had not indicated that the massive Eagle Ford shale play appears to be having a serious impact on San Antonio's air pollution by bringing emissions up on Gulf breezes? Of course, we'll never know for sure, but we've got very good reason to be suspicious. After all, the state's Environmental Commission's official position on fracking is, don't worry, be happy. As the American-Statesman noted, the agency's official magazine, Natural Outlook, says in its current edition that overall, shale play activity does not significantly impact air quality or pose a threat to human health. TCEQ does not like it when research it funds goes against its historical position that industry rarely causes significant air pollution. 3 years ago, a highly respected Rice University scientist received a $5,000 grant from the TCEQ to look at rising sea levels in the Gulf of Mexico. He found that in recent years, the annual rate of the Gulf's rise is 6 times what it previously had been. He wrote that a major cause was climate change and the melting of the polar ice cap. TCEQ notified the scientists that they would remove the references to climate change from the paper. In response to media questions about the deletion, spokeswoman Andrea Morrow publicly declared that the scientists' data was inconsistent with current agency policy. Since all 3 commissioners who head the agency are appointed by Governor Rick Perry, it wasn't difficult to view TCEQ policy through the prism of Perry's presidential campaign book, Fed Up. It described the issue of global warming as politicized and all one contrived phony mess. There's a better response to evidence that the Eagle Ford play is endangering San Antonio's standing as the nation's largest city that has not been declared by the Federal Environmental Protection Agency to be violating clean air standards. It is to fund further legitimate studies to learn more about the threat and how to meet it. Instead, the TCEQ has sent out a powerful message. If you want taxpayer money that it controls, you need to issue reports that it likes. And that's it for Texas Week. See you next time.